Hey folks, Alamanik, the HotRodHippie here, coming to you from SEMA 2019. Today, in this video right here, we're going to talk about something that really I'm not quite sure I thought I'd be talking about today. Harbor Freight. SEMA 2019 coverage is brought to you by the fine folks at Trick Tools, high-performance tools for fabricators, and home of the no-junk guarantee. SEMA coverage is also brought to you by the folks at Sunex Tools, high-quality hand tools, shop equipment, and tool storage options at affordable prices. Links in the description down below. Now, clearly we're talking about the Icon line from Harbor Freight. This is the new line that they have out trying to compete with the big tool trucks out there, the high-quality tools that you can buy. So how are they doing this? You know, there have been rumors running around. This has been a talk of the town. And some of the rumors are that Snap-on is making the hand tools for Harbor Freight. And while at the end of the day, the auto industry, the tool industry can be a little incestuous in that regard, where one company will make products for another company labeled differently, that does happen. I really can't believe that that's the case in this situation. I can't speak to it truly because at the end of the day, they're not going to want to tell anybody that. But I think that rumor is just another nonsense rumor going around. You got to remember, just a few years ago, Harbor Freight and Snap-on were in a lawsuit together over jacks that looked too similar. You really think those companies are going to want to work together at this point? Getting my hands on with the Ratchets and playing with those a little bit, hands-on with them, feeling the ratcheting mechanism, feeling for loose paws and play in the teeth, I wasn't finding it. I was actually really impressed right off the bat. The thing that I first noticed was the head thickness on these is a little bit thick for my liking. If you watch any of my videos about ratchets in the past, you may notice that that's one thing I really harp on. I like a slim, low-profile design on my ratchets so I can fit them into tighter locations. I'm always trying to fit tools into harder-to-reach areas because that makes my life easier. I noticed the Icon tools, you're not going to be doing that, but that's actually a similar concept as to what you're dealing with when it comes to the Snap-on tools. The Ratchets have a nice range of sizes. You've got from the 1/4-inch stubby ones, the 3/8 stubby, on up to the 1/2-inch long reach one, and the flex head designs as well. Everything seemed pretty nice that I laid my hands on, and I was floored by the prices. When they told me they were going after the more professional market and they wanted to focus on getting a better quality product out there to try and change a little bit of their image, I thought, okay, here we go, it's going to be a $75 ratchet, but they're still talking $29, $30, $40 at the high end for what seems like pretty quality ratchet. I really want to get my hands on these, so let me know if you want to see me tear these down, play with them, and give you my full review of them in the near future. The other thing that really impressed me versus the Ratchets was the toolboxes. These toolboxes are no joke, and they're coming at a no-joke price to match that. So yes, they are high quality, made of 14 and 16 gauge steel throughout. They seem to be pretty nicely spot welded together in various places. Overall design, with my hands on, they seem pretty nice. Opening up the drawers on them, you're not getting a ton of that drawer shake. If you pull from one side, the drawer's not shifting real hard in there. They use 265 pound per set slides in there, so the double slided ones can hold a person up. They're over 500 pound weight rating in there. So overall, they're using all the right specs and all the right designs when they're putting these boxes together to try and compete with the bigger folks. Usually with a lower quality toolbox, when it's got a side locker, or even some of the higher quality ones, you open the door and they shake. I'm getting none of that on this box. It's a nice sturdy construction. There's multiple layers to that. It's a ventilated locker, so if you want to put a mini fridge in here, it's not going to get heat starved in there. It's got pass-through ports in the back of there to run the cord through for that thing, or for any of your power accessories you might put in there. It's a modular design, so you can go ahead and move shelves around. You've got multiple drawers in the locker as well. You've even got a charging drawer here, so you can set up all your chargers in here, charge your batteries, have them all stored away nicely. You don't have to worry about where are they, cluttering up the top of your box, taking up your work area. You've got that built into this box. You've got USB power outlets. You've got 110 outlets built into the box. The USB is even lit up so you can see it if your shop is that badly lit, I don't know. But you also have a power tool drawer with caddies in here to hold your drills, your impact guns, and keep them nicely organized. Or you can pop that all out of there and have a larger storage drawer if you need it as well. These things are available in 4 colors. You got the red that you see here with the silver trim. You've got blue with a silver trim. You've got black with a silver trim, and you've got a kind of a lime green with a black trim on it. So they're covering a couple of the bases anyway. If you want to customize your look a little bit and not be stuck with the classic red, you do have some options when it comes to these. The Icon boxes come in a 73-inch wide, a 56-inch wide, or a 36-inch wide, and 25 inches deep. So 25 inches deep is not that deep. I know Matco boxes range from 25 up to 31 inches deep on the average. That depth can really add a lot of cubic and square inches to your storage space when you're talking about a toolbox, but they also take up a lot more room in the shop. So it's really going to depend on your needs, what you need space-wise, what you have space-wise to devote to a toolbox. Is this going to meet your needs? Is it not going to meet your needs? I can't say that, but At the price savings, you might be able to buy 2 of these versus one of the much deeper boxes that has all that additional space. If you've got the floor space for that, you might have a whole lot more storage then in that situation. At the end of the day, this isn't the cheapest setup in the world. I'll throw a total for the top locker, side locker, and toolbox right here so you can see it. And honestly, hey, that's still pretty hefty of a price. It's definitely not the home warrior who's just doing this on the weekends who's going to be paying that price for a toolbox alone. But for a professional, somebody like me who might need some additional tool storage but just can't justify spending $30, $40, $100,000 on something that just holds tools, it might be a pretty darn good option. I also talked to them about the Vulcan Welders series a little bit, that some of you folks have requested that I take a look at those because they seem like they're stepping up their game. They did let me know that they have a new one coming out, and I think that's the one that I really want to see. It's going to be the Vulcan 205. That's going to have a lot more fine controls of high frequency for AC welding, for post-flow settings, because the smaller Vulcan 165, I believe it is, that doesn't have adjustable post-flow, something that annoys me on my Lincoln square wave welder. So these little dial-in professional type features are things I'm looking for in a welder, and they're talking a price tag somewhere around $1,000 for that thing. So honestly, that's going to be pretty hard to beat for any of the other companies with the features they're talking about packing in there. There were plenty more things at the Harbor Freight booth that were interesting but didn't really catch my eye. The hand tools from Icon, the toolboxes, and the Vulcan welders were the things that really drew me in and I wanted to check out. And like I said, at the end of the day, I can't argue with what I saw. I really am interested in checking it out, maybe doing some full reviews and really showing you what I think about these products, not just the impression I'm getting from the salesman talking to me, so I can talk to you folks. All right, folks, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you found it interesting. If you did, please go ahead and drop it a like. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you want to see something else from the Icon series? Is there something I missed that you might want me to go check out and talk about a little bit? Let me know in the comments down below. Go ahead and subscribe to keep up to date with all the content all the time. Thanks for coming around, folks.